At that time, the Buddha was staying at the Jetavana monastery, and a large number of monks wanted to see him. On their way, the first group of monks entered a certain village. Seeing them, the villagers invited the monks to the reception hall, offered them food, and then listened to a discourse on the Dhamma until midday. At this point, while some women were preparing meals, a utensil burned, and a paddy pod which was near caught fire, and its flame sprung up into the sky. Instantly, a crow was flying across, poked his beak into the burning paddy pod, got burned, and fell just into the middle of the village. The monks saw this incident and said in grief, "Oh, see, friends, what a serious thing had happened. This crow got burned to death. Only the teacher can know the evil deed done by this crow. We will ask the matter from him." So saying, they started their journey. Another group of monks took a ship because they also wanted to meet the Buddha, but in the middle of the ocean, the ship could not move anymore. So the crew thought, surely there is one of us who brings bad luck. So let's find out who it is. Among them, there was also the captain's wife. She was quite a beauty, attractive and young. At first, she chose the shortest stick, but because she was the captain's wife, they tried again and again. But at the third time, she again chose the wrong one, so the crew looked at the captain's face. The captain said, "We cannot all die simply because of one woman," so he ordered her to be thrown into the water. She got alarmed and began to cry. The captain, who heard this, ordered them again. "It is a big loss if we destroy her together with her jewelry. Cover her body with a piece of rag and throw her into the water. Besides, I don't like to see her struggling for life in the water, so tie a pot of sand around her neck and push her into the water." The crew obeyed, and she got destroyed, eaten by fishes and turtles. The monks, seeing this incident, said to themselves, "Except the teacher, nobody else can see the evil deed done by this woman." At the end of their journey, the monks went to their destination with the intention of questioning the teacher. There were again another group of 7 monks who wanted to meet the teacher. On their way, they found a cave, and while they were asleep, a huge piece of rock came rolling and blocked the entrance of the cave. The villagers around, knowing this, went to the cave and tried to remove the rock, but they failed to move it. For 7 long days, nobody could move the rock, and during 7 days, our 7 monks suffered severe starvation. Nevertheless, on the 7th day, the rock shifted by itself away from the entrance. The monks who came out of the cave said to themselves, "Our evil act could be known only by the teacher himself and nobody else. We will question it from the Buddha himself." Saying so, they continue their journey. Now all those monks met together and approached the teacher, worshipped him, sat on one side, and informed what they experienced individually, and the teacher too explained everything in their order. Monks, that particular crow suffered the result of this past evil karma. Long, long ago, there lived a certain farmer in Benares. This farmer tried his best to train his bull, but failed. His bull used to fall down after only a short distance. Being unable to train him even with maximum effort, he got very angry towards the bull. So he covered the bull with stacks of hay and set fire to him, saying, "You sleep comfortably here forever." The bull got burned and died. Monks, this crow is that farmer. Such is the evil karma he suffered in hell for a long period of time. And again, born as a crow, he spent for 7 births and died in the same way, being burned in space. Now monks, this woman too experienced the unwholesome results of her previous evil deeds. In the remote past, she was the wife of a certain householder. She did all the household chores by herself, such as drawing water, pounding paddy, and cooking. She also had a dog in her house. The dog always remained very close to her, watching her all the time. Whenever she took meals to her husband in the field or went to the forest to fetch firewood, the dog used to go with her. Seeing this, the young men of the village mocked at her, saying, "Look here, the dog hunter has come out today. We can now enjoy good meat." Being ashamed at their mockery, she hit the dog with stones and chased it. So the dog went away for a while, but then it came back and used to follow her again. Monks, this particular dog had happened to be her husband prior to 3 births. Therefore, on account to its samsaric bond, it could not remove its affection towards her. In this never-ending samsara, there is no being who had not either become the husband or the wife of somebody. An immense affection is seen in very recent births. Therefore, that particular dog, too, had a lot of affection towards her. Being displeased with the dog, one day, on her way to give meal to her husband, she took a rope, and the dog too followed her. Having given food to her husband, she went to a pool of water, filled the pot with sand, and then called the dog with nice words. The dog was thinking, "Oh, it is after a long time she didn't speak sweetly to me." Immediately, she tied one end of the rope around a pot filled with sand, and the other end around the neck of the dog. She then rolled the pot towards the water, so the dog fell into the water and died. In consequence of her evil action, she suffered in hell for a long period of time, and before her evil karma expired, she died many times, being sunk in water with a pot of sand tied around her neck. Monks, you too suffered the evil results of your karma. In the past, in Benares, you were boys, and you went to feed the cows near the forest. And on your way back, you saw a big iguana and chased after it. But the iguana ran fast and went into an anthill. That anthill had 7 holes. You were thinking, "Now we cannot catch it. Tomorrow we will come back and catch that iguana." And then you fetch small branches and leaves, and each of you separately covered each hole and left. On the next day, you totally forgot about the iguana, and while leading the cows back in the forest, you were wondering what had happened to the iguana. So each of you removed all the branches and leaves and opened all the 7 holes of the handhill. The iguana was reduced to skeleton and had no more desire for life. Seeing the poor iguana, you took pity on it and decided not to kill it. You did not suffer in hell, since you did not kill the iguana, but during 14 births, you suffered hunger severely for 7 days. Thereupon, a certain monk asked the teacher, "Venerable sir, can the people who do bad action find any escape by flying high up into the sky to the depth of the ocean or to a mountain cleft?" The Buddha answered him, "If a person commits an evil deed, be it in the sky or anywhere else, he will never find any escape. Neither in the sky, nor in mid-ocean, nor by entering into mountain clefts. Nowhere in the world is there a place where one may escape from the result of an evil deed." At the end of the discourse, those monks attained the first spiritual state, and the general public too got benefited.